Look, I know things got ugly with Ray Gillen's relationship with his former producer and manager Paul O'Neill in the early 90s. And Ray also passed away in 1993, and that's the year that Savatage came out with their first album without original singer John Oliva. But was the idea of putting Ray Gillen and Savatage floating around in Paul O'Neill's head at some point back in the day? And if Ray Gillen didn't get sick, could this have happened? So here's where this crazy idea came from. It's something that Chris Caffery said on the 80s Glam Metalcast.
But I think it worked.
No, it absolutely did. And that, was a lot of Chris and Paul and John specifically writing to marry that voice, too. I mean, those songs were definitely not being constructed for John at that point in time. They were writing knowing who they had singing. And they created, like I said, that really cool kind of Ray Gillen-ish blues rock sort of feel into Zach's voice, into the metal. And I think it was a very good formula. It was still...
Now, all he said was a Ray Gillen-type singer. Now, I don't think Zach Stevens is a clone of Ray Gillen by any means, but his voice has a lot more in common with Ray than it does with John, for sure. And look at the image. I could totally picture Ray singing some of the stuff that's on Edge of Thorns, like Lights Out. Now, there's even more connections between these guys. Paul O'Neill managed and produced both Savatage and Badlands. Both were on Atlantic Records. Ray Gillen even sang backup on Savatage's Strange Wings from The Hall of the Mountain King. So did it ever cross Paul's mind at some point that maybe someone like Ray could bring Savatage to bigger heights? And when John wanted to take a step back as the frontman, was Paul thinking that they should get somebody with a Ray Gillen vibe? Who knows? It could just be me showing how... in Metal Mike's brain. But it's definitely an interesting what if. Rock on.